Here's the thing, I think a lot of women, and certainly, and I don't want to make this gender specific, but as a woman, I often feel like, well, you've known me. We've been married almost 16 years.
Right.
You should read my mind. You should take that next step.
No,
where
ma'am.
I told
No,
you,
ma'am.
I saw 50 patients today.
Right.
The kids were a disaster. I burned dinner. I'm having a lousy day.
And you should know why I'm not in the mood.
You should know that
right?
I'm not in the mood.
I shouldn't
you
have
know,
to
like,
know
What
so
you really want
it's-
is to be talked to and held and
Yes,
hugged.
and have that empathy and that support.
Empathy, a
and
little
so
bit of
I think,
empathy goes a
I think
long
your
way.
point about communication is so well taken.
Right, but if he sat down
Because-
and said, Sonia, what were you feeling today? And you said, I felt overwhelmed, I felt frustrated, I felt abandoned by a doctor who didn't show up today. And he's like, wow, that's all legit, I'm here. And he gives you a hug and a kiss. You're gonna feel a lot closer to him, right? Like, right? Yeah,
100%.
So,
No, and so I
he just
think
needs to
what
do
you're
that
saying
with
is,
you
yeah.
at the end of the day, and then you already move to warm.
Right, right. Because remember
I
when
like these tips.
These are good, true.
These tips just may work.
But when do you, okay, in the little time we have left, when do you know that maybe you're just a bad match for each other? Because look, it's easy to say and do all the right things,
Great
and
question.
sometimes you can say and do all the right things,
yeah.
but still there's just a disconnect there. How
Right.
do you know? Because we talked earlier that there are some people who can go 20 years in a marriage with no intimacy, and that's fine for them, but I don't think that's fine.
Right.
How
No, that's not. It's not fine. It's not cool. There's nothing.
So when do you actually sit down with a client and say, you know what, guys, I'm so proud of you two for trying to make
Right.
this work, but
Right.
you're just not the right match.
Yeah, I give them a year, but I have them do the anger work, forgiveness work, intimacy work. I say, now, if you'll do the work and we still end up at that conclusion, then you have a clear conscience that you gave it everything you got. When you can say, I gave it everything I got and it's still not good, fair game.
Right.
Okay.
And we're here to make each other happy, so we've got to draw each other a roadmap on how to do that. So we're talking about needs and wants.
Absolutely.
We've had the conversation about what you need and want to be happy, and vice versa. And if we've tried those things, we've gone through the process, and we're still not showing up making each other happy, then maybe you're okay and I'm okay, we're just not okay together. And it's okay at that point to part ways.
So you would say if that communication is there and you've put all your effort in, then you're not pulling that ripcord prematurely. You've actually put in the work, and it's just not.
And then you know you can walk away with a clean conscience, guilt-free, knowing that, hey, I love you so much that I know there's somebody else out there who can make you a lot happier than I am, and I want you to go find them.
But try first.
Yeah.
Try really hard first, because regret is something you never want to live with.
But hey, sometimes it's as simple as just acknowledging that you haven't even had that conversation. I really appreciate the two of you weighing in on this.
Thank you, guys.